Okay, looks like we are ready to go here. Starting the live video, and I'm sharing it to the group right now and giving folks a couple minutes to hop on in here, including the person who just asked to join the group. Cameron, welcome. Great. Okay. Hello, whoever just joined in. Thanks for logging in. We're just going to get started in about 2 minutes here, just to give people a chance to join. And gonna share to the private Facebook group here. Day 1 of 21 days. Going live now. Bada boom. Hey, Holland. No worries. Thanks for logging in for a minute. Hope all is well. Really nice piano piece yesterday. Made me feel like a damn fool playing the piano myself. But that was really nice. So, well done. Really looking forward to hearing more. Okay. Already getting some notifications on the phone here that I know is going to be a problem. I'll just go ahead and shut that off. Okay. And make sure I can see the comments here on my computer. Sweet. 5 people logged in. Feel free to say hello, folks. Thank you for joining in. Really appreciate it. Gonna get started in just a minute here. Just want to give a couple more people some time to log in, and also while we wait, we have a special guest today. This is Bella. She is our lovely little dog, and she just got her haircut, so she's looking nice and pretty, and she doesn't want to be alone, so we got her in here. Alright, so Bella, be good. Okay. What's up, Jay? How's it going? Pro wrestling. One of my best friends loves pro wrestling. It is a ball of, hey. Yeah, she's pretty much ball of fluff. I got nothing to say to that. Cool. So day 1 here. It's got 5 viewers going here. It's awesome. I am considerably more tired than the last time I did this. I've been up since 4 a.m. So if I don't make any sense, hope it's entertaining. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in the mix here. So I've got my composer quest logs. Anyone have any recommendations for where I should maybe start here in terms of just getting some inspiration? I'm not too stressed about sticking to the quest logs strictly, but maybe just to kind of get an idea if folks have any suggestions. I'm open to them. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and pick one. Let's see here. What's up, Michael? The love song? Alright, Jake, I'll make the love song. What the hell? Let's get a cheesy feel here. It's pretty cheesy. We'll start with the regular piano, and then we'll maybe cheese it up a little bit later. Okay. So, suffer like you. Well, maybe this is just right up my alley, Jay. You never know. Maybe I'm all about this kind of music. Maybe this is all I listen to all the time. Okay, got my coffee. Stand back. Music is happening. Give me a key. Anyone? Otherwise, I'm going to pick F. Going in 3, 2, 1, 0. Boom. F major. Fantastic. Love it. So I'm going to be doing the quest log, quest from level 4 of the quest log, which is Let the Love In. I've let you go long enough without having to do this. There's no skipping it any longer. Write a love theme. Don't skimp on the sweeping violins and tears either. Probably won't be any tears, but you never know. The night is young. Okay. Well, let's actually, since we're being cheesy here, I think there's a preset on this guy that's, I think it's called something corny like Dream. And it is exactly piano, and it's a really over the top piano and strings mix here. So let's see if I can just quickly find that so that we can write a little love song here. Dream, yes. Let's see if I remember it correctly. That might be a little much. We'll go back to the good old piano for now. Okay. So, there we go. Love theme, so I'm going to start with a melody, because that's what I think is the right thing to do. If you're just joining in, thanks for popping in and listening. I'm going to get started writing a love song here. So I'm just going to... Actually, I'm going to noodle with some chords for a little bit. Something. I'll play with that a little bit. Not sure where I'm going with this yet, but just adding in a second while I'm arpeggiating the chords here. Folks in the room, so we'll start there. Let's see. It's not quite an F, but whatever. Alright, yeah. That'll work. I like that beginning. So the chords, let's scratch those down quick. So I've got B flat, I'm going to write the notes down, I'm just going to write B flat arpeggiated plus the second scale, plus the each of those are going for a bar there. And it goes to G flat or G minor. So then it goes to a G minor chord here. Arpeggiated, not gonna write it out. Okay. Then the melody. Something like that. Let's see. Try again. Geez, the left hand on my piano is really loud for some reason. Don't like that. Don't like that. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so that, a little syncopation there. Dun, dun, dun. Cool, cool. Why not? Da, da, da. Okay. Cool. Yep. Okay. Oh, we didn't. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I got a little bit going on here with the melody already. Feeling good. I'll do that second one, so bum, bum, bum. I think the first time I played it through that, I did that same rhythm twice, so F, C, 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 F, B flat, B flat. But I think that's a little busy, so I'm going to create a little bit of contrast by kind of dialing it back a little bit and letting that second time through, letting that B flat linger. So. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. Cool. So I've got to constantly play it back to myself because I have terrible short-term memory. No, that's what I played before. Not sure I'm super crazy about that, but we'll add some good dissonance in there. So I'll keep it for now. Draw my clef signs. I've hassled my students about that. And then as far as the rhythm goes, could work. It could work. So, let's see here. Bethany, hello, hello. Looks like I'm not getting comments here. It's cool to see you doing this with piano, pencil, and paper. So you said, yeah, this is practically what I prefer, Bethany. So, it looks like I need to reload my stream on the computer here so I can see my comments. Sorry about that if I'm missing comments, folks. Just do a quick look here, make sure I didn't miss anything super vital. But yeah, I really prefer not doing the piano. Okay, so I did miss a few comments here. Let's see. All right. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So D major. Oh, so I maybe even missed the. So Holland, I did a D major yesterday. So I'm doing B flat. Looks like. Even though I was intending to do F, this is just kind of what ended up happening. But Bethany, yeah, I totally. Thank you. I appreciate that. I totally prefer to write away from the computer just because I kind of view it as production and creation, sketching and the bones of the piece is super separate. And I'm also very easily distractible, so you know, it is what it is. So I got a couple of more people joining. Mr. Corona, nice for you to join us. And I know I owe you an email, so I haven't forgotten about that. Thanks for joining in. So, what I got so far. Something like that is the melody. So, I'm just going to hit the chords for a second here and see if I can. Outline, there we go. There we go. There we go, there's the return back to the beginning there, so. So like that, right? Okay, cool. So, okay. Cool. Lots of syncopation here. Simple syncopation, but syncopation nonetheless. Just end up chord note there. And then throw in a repeat. So that's a little loop, so I've got enough to do the little loop. I'd probably learn if I have an actual performer. Yeah, I just, you know, again, this is sort of my thing. So, totally don't usually use actual paper. What I actually usually use is my iPhone Memos app, and I just lay down a quick recording, and then I'll, you know, throw it into the computer later, or sketch it out in Sibelius, which is what I usually prefer as a a next step. But you have anything in your head when you started, or to start? So I was just kind of noodling around until I heard this, Bethany. When I heard that descending perfect fourth interval, that kind of stuck out to me. So I was just kind of experimenting with what I knew was to be like kind of a standard, very almost cookie cutter, stuff in terms of arpeggiating with the left hand. I mean, so many, just looking at like final fantasy music, so much of it is just arpeggios in the left hand, adding the second and as for some little color. So I'm just kind of doing that same thing. But I just kind of picked the B flat chord and the G minor chord that I'm doing randomly. I knew they kind of fit together, but then I just kind of noodled around till I had those two different descending intervals. So descending perfect fourth, descending perfect fifth, which are both intervals that people just love. B flat is a pretty nice chord. It's a pretty sexy chord. And then this time I was drumming the chord tones. I was trilling on the D here. And originally I was trying to go down to just one of the chord tones in G minor chord, which is G, B flat, or D. So I could have done, which isn't bad, but it's not. No, it didn't jump out at me. And that isn't bad, but that sounded a little final to me. And then I just experimented with that one, the in-between, which is an A, and I liked the distance that it created, because during the arpeggio, I'm playing a G in the left hand and an A in the right hand, so I get a nice little ninth in there, which is cool. I'm actually going to add a chord there for that part. And an F chord, since F is what I was trying to do in the first place. So for that last beat of the fourth measure, I'll do an F major chord. Cool, so I got my little loop here. Let's play. Not screwing it up too badly. Like that. So there you go. So there's my 4 bars, and I can loop it, which is nice, and it loops nicely. But that I can't have it end there. After I could loop it once, but after that I would probably want to loop it. Or I probably would not want it to loop again. I probably want it to go into a different direction. So I probably want to end, like right now I'm leading back to the F, which we start on, right? This is what I want to avoid going back to. I probably want to avoid the B flat as well, because those are going to sound too final. So when I do this, I'm going to repeat it once. So I actually drew in the repeat here. So I'm going to do a little bolder so I make sure I see it later. Do the repeat, and then on the second time I'll end on a different. So a little second ending here. I'll end on some other chord, a non-chord tone that's going to hopefully add a little bit of contrast and a little bit of drama, a little bit of tension so that I don't just get stuck in that small loop for too long. So that is it for tonight. I am done my day one. So let me just make a note here that I did the Jay's request here. I let the love in and completed, well not completed, but I started on. Just going to make a note that I started on that request. Love in level 4. Cool. Awesome. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks, Bethany. Happy to let you into my little haven here. And really impressed with everything that people have been coming out with so far. I actually meant to say this at the beginning of the broadcast, that a couple of things, housekeeping-wise, today was a little bit crazier with taking care of a toddler than I was expecting, so I'll be getting back to people and making sure I respond to everything within the next couple of hours. So if you've shared something and I haven't said anything back or haven't acknowledged it in some way, I'm going to be doing that. I've got a couple of folks who are waiting on an email back from me regarding the challenge tonight, so I'm going to make sure I get back to those people as well. Also, I've got a few questions about the quest logs and how they sort of relate to the challenge. The quest logs is something that I came up with separately before the challenge really existed. I'm going to use them, and I encourage you to use them as a source of inspiration, just to kind of get the juices flowing, the creative juices. Because what they're there for is to push you a little bit outside your comfort zone or give you an idea. And today, Jay elected to have us do one of the level 4 quests here live, Let the Love In, which is why I was mentioning that a moment ago. But you do not have to stick to these. I would consider like checking off a box as like finishing a piece. And the goal of this whole challenge is not to finish pieces, but to just lay down ideas and get used to doing that on a daily basis. So don't feel pressured to produce a final piece, but totally use this as a basis for ideas to sort of like a jumping off point, which is what I'm doing. So that is by no means a finished piece that I just came up with, but it's a good seed that I can use to start. So I'll be, developing that later on. And if anyone has any other questions about the challenge or anything like that before we go here, that's all I got. But I'm really excited that some of you joined in tonight, and thanks for the like. And I really appreciate you taking the time. And I've just been so inspired by all the music. I haven't been able to listen to all of it yet because there's just been so much music produced just today, and it's only day one, so I'm really excited to see. Day one's not even over yet, so I'm really excited to see once all the time zones sort of roll in and everyone's finishing out for the day, how many people we have sharing. So if you're watching this later, make sure that you're sharing in the private Facebook group or on Twitter or both, and just a lot of positive feedback going on in the group. So you're all amazing, and till tomorrow. And again, if anyone has any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them tonight. Bye now.